Well, well, well. Here we go again. Micah Parsons, always saying things that other men have to answer for. Always saying things without thinking. And it's strange to me. I've noticed that it seems that Micah Parsons wants to be the face of this franchise rather than Dak Prescott. And Micah Parsons is about to be asked a question, and for no reason, it is obvious he's about to take a huge shot at Dak Prescott. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Let's talk facts. They need to keep a microphone from in front of the face of Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, to me, is the type of person, he needs time to process questions before he answers them. It seems to me he needs the time to comprehend what people are saying, or who are they trying to pit him against, or what is it that they're wanting him to say, so that he doesn't say dumb things to where his players on his team, they have to answer for it, or where he puts his player, a player on his team in a bad light, or a coach on his team in a bad light. This interviewer, he's going to ask Micah Parsons a question about being the highest paid player. I want you to hear Micah Parsons' answer. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to deconstruct how stupid it is what Micah Parsons said. Let's roll it.
Does it matter to you if Dak became the highest paid player in NFL history? Does it matter to you to become the highest paid defensive player?
I don't know. Like, it really just depends on the circumstances of, like, who are we trying to get, who's trying to, return. I look at it from a business side also, if we're going to be aggressive and bringing in players to play next to me, because right now you look at it, I don't know who I'm playing, besides Marshawn and Sam and Mozzie. I don't know, who's going to be in our room with Chauncey and Osa and D-Law, not being here. So to me, it's all about the foundation of the team. Like, how can I create the best foundation and play with the guys who've helped me create a lot of success. Those guys helped me get to where I am, where I could become the highest paid player. So, I would like, for as many of us to be here as possible so we can continue having success, winning seasons. I know we've been injured, but, I don't think that changes the outcome. I think these last couple of weeks and been defining of our, our real defense that's come together, learning a new system. So to me, it's just all about, the aggressiveness on how we look at, free agency and who I want to play next to, because I feel like, you see a lot of times, the highest paid, player, then we say they don't have weapons or, they don't have this. So I'd rather just be in the best situation. At that point, I don't think there's a big difference between 30 and 40 million in my eyes, and that's just me talking like.
Is David going to have to understand that too?
My agent might be mad at me. I even said that. But, for me, I mean, bro, I've already been blessed enough, bro. Like, I can't complain too much in life.
There's something wrong with Micah Parsons. This has to be one of the dumbest answers I've ever heard. So let's address the first answer, or the first part of the question. Why would the interviewer mention Dak Prescott? What does Dak Prescott have to do with Micah Parsons? And what does Micah Parsons have to do with Dak Prescott money? Micah Parsons don't need to be looking at Dak Prescott's money. And as a matter of fact, Micah Parsons should have told him, I don't watch another man's pockets. Dak Prescott got paid because he deserved to get paid. That has nothing to do with me. And so he asked Micah Parsons, is it important for you to be the highest paid player in the league? I cannot wait for Micah Parsons' contract to come up. I cannot wait. Because Micah Parsons bet not fix his mouth. He bet not fix his body. He bet not hold out one day. He better take what Jerry Jones gives him. He bet not even try to be in the top 3 to 4 to 5 paid defensive ends. It is amazing to me that he's making these comments because he's saying stuff like it all depends on who he wants to be around him. But then he doesn't even hear himself double talking. Well, I want to make sure that I can keep the guys who made me the highest paid player in the league. Which one is it? Are you going to be the highest paid defensive player in the league or not? And then I'm laughing. He says, it all depends on how aggressive we're going to be in free agency. Well, Micah Parsons, how aggressive has Jerry Jones ever been in free agency, no matter how much money he's had? So Micah Parsons is basically saying, it's amazing to me. He's calling Jerry his dog. See, y'all got to understand the psychology game he's playing. Dak Prescott don't talk like that about Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott's been speaking out against Jerry Jones. But here come Micah Parsons calling him his dog. There ain't no dog in Jerry Jones as it applies to him being a GM and being about winning. That's what we call a dog in sports. And Micah Parsons, I'm sorry, but you're allowing Jerry Jones to take the dog out of you because you're going against every other player in the league. Because why should you be speaking about other men's money? And it's not your job to manage the cap. It's Jerry Jones' job and Stephen Jones' job to manage the cap. And the problem is they've done a terrible job with managing the cap. Micah Parsons talking about it depends on who we're trying to get. Come on, man. So you telling me that if they're going to get a player, you're going to take a $10 million pay cut? Micah Parsons, you may not realize it, but there is a difference. There is a difference between 30 and 40 million. Especially when you start going into tax brackets and all of those things, especially when you start talking about generational wealth, especially when you start talking about putting your body and your life on the line. Shame on you, Micah Parsons. Shame on you for saying something like this. And for the fact that you said, it's amazing to me that you said, it depends. Oh, no, you said, it's amazing to me, Micah Parsons, that you said, when you're the highest paid player, people say that you can't get weapons around you. Shame on you, Micah Parsons. Shame on you because you know full well what you're doing. You're taking a shot at your quarterback. You're taking a shot at your quarterback when you know full well, and maybe you don't know full well, but how is it that I know more than you? How is it that I understand the cap better than you? I bet you that whoever your agent is, whoever y'all were talking about, Dan or whoever he is, I'm sorry, but Dan needs to sit you down and tell you from now on, don't you make another comment about contracts because you're not only affecting yourself, you're affecting other men. It's amazing, Micah Parsons, because you're the only team they're saying that about. It's amazing that you're the only team that you have bought into the Kool-Aid of what Jerry Jones is saying. It's like you and Jerry Jones is talking. But you know what I find to be so strange, Micah Parsons? It's strange to me that it's like every other team, when they make their quarterback the highest paid player in the league, it's amazing to me how all these teams have put players around their quarterback. You see, Micah Parsons, I'm going to show you something that's readily available to anybody who wants the access. It's called overthecap.com. And it'll give you the highest paid players at their positions. And it's strange to me that your quarterback, who just became the highest paid quarterback, but it's strange to me that there are quarterbacks who are not far up under him, Micah Parsons. And it's strange to me that when you start going down the line, Micah Parsons, that the only one of these quarterbacks, Micah Parsons, that doesn't have superstar players around them is your quarterback, Dak Prescott. Your quarterback has CeeDee Lamb. But when we go down the line and we look at the fact that Joe Burrow has weapons around him, Jordan Love has weapons around him, Trevor Lawrence has weapons around him, Tua Tagovailoa has weapons around him, Jared Goff has a super team around him, Justin Herbert has a team around him, Lamar Jackson is on his way to a super team. They went and got Derrick Henry. Jalen Hurts has Saquon Barkley. He has A.J. Brown. He has Devontae Smith. He has almost a super team around him. It's amazing that even Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, and he's not winning, Kirk Cousins. It's amazing how when you go down the line of all these high-paid quarterbacks, it's strange, Micah Parsons. It's strange how your owner, how the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he's the only one making these crazy statements talking about that his quarterback is going to have to do more with less. And you have the unmitigated gall to say, if we're going to be aggressive in free agency, Dak has already made it clear. And this is why, Micah Parsons, you don't need to be speaking on things that you have no understanding of. Jerry Jones doesn't have players because he doesn't want them. He can say that he does, but he doesn't. And Micah Parsons, nobody is dumb. Mike Fisher has already done the math on this. Even after they sign you, because even signing you, it's going to give you guys more money under the cap. Signing Dak Prescott gave them more money under the cap. Signing CeeDee Lamb gave them more money under the cap. And when they flip the switches inside of those contracts, it's going to give them in excess of $100 million. And there will be cuts. Everyone knows you're going to cut Zach Martin. You're going to cut Terrence Steele. We know you're going to cut a couple of those safeties. You're going to have in excess of $100 million. Dak Prescott's contract is not the problem. And I'm sure your agent, if he's got any kind of brains, he's going to tell you how stupid you are. He's going to tell you how stupid what you said is. Because it's not your job, Micah Parsons, to manage the cap. It's not your job. And for you to be saying things like the highest paid player don't have weapons when we're watching all the highest paid quarterback have weapons except for your quarterback. No. Dak's contract is not the problem, and everyone knows it who knows the cap. Your owner is the problem. And I hope, because of what you said there's no difference in $10 million. I hope he comes $10 million short. And I hope he doesn't even try to make you the top paid player. He needs to make you one of the top 5 players. The top 5 paid players, so you can watch what we have watched for years. No matter how much money Jerry Jones has under the cap, he's not going to load your team up. And shame on you. Because Micah Parsons, if anybody is watching, they can tell. It's like you're doing things to subliminally tear down your quarterback. And that's a shame. You want to be the face of the franchise, just like the owner wants to be the face of the franchise. When everybody knows the quarterback, he's the face of the franchise. Shame on you, Micah Parsons. Somebody needs to sit you down and set you straight. Because you need to stop speaking on other men's business and stop trying to make other men look bad and put yourself on a pedestal. What kind of leader is that? You put other men down to lift yourself up. Shame on you, Micah Parsons. If y'all like this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.